It's the outside edge. Oh, Gilchrist, what a catch! That's a Macca's classic.
Gilly, there's an urban legend that surrounds you and a World Cup and a strange piece of sporting equipment. Fact or fiction?
It's not an urban legend. It's squash ball you're talking about,
The squash ball, is it true?
It's true. I'd been training with a batting coach in Perth, an old fella by the name of Bob, legend. Whenever you come back from being away, it's a bit like putting your car in for a grease and oil change. You go and see your batting coach.
So we just tune you up a bit?
Tune you up, that's exactly right.
Oh, Bob, the tuner.
Oh, Bob, the tuner. And for 10 years, at training only, he'd get me to put a squash ball inside my glove. He felt that if I tried to grip the bat handle too much with my bottom hand,
Yep.
I'd lose all my shape and I'd get out of alignment.
Right.
So before I went away for the 2007 World Cup, I had one last hit with him, and then he actually took me to the airport. And he said, you know what, Gilly, in those conditions in the West Indies, use the squash ball in a match.
In a game?
Yeah, and I laughed, no chance.
Come on, Bob.
But his last comment was, when you get 100 in the final, prove to me you got it in there.
Confidence.
Which I just forgot about that comment. I thought, you're kidding.
Of course.
I get over there and I use the squash ball through the whole tournament with mixed results. Semi-final, I get knocked over for a duck. I'm walking off. I'm thinking, if we get to the final, I'm not using this squash ball.
Squash ball's out.
Yeah, it hasn't worked. We get through to the finals. We're batting first. Nervous. Like, oh, here we go.
World Cup final.
Starts raining. I'm sitting there thinking, I don't want to use up this mental energy while we're waiting for the rain to stop. So I sneak out the back. There's a gym out the back of the change room. So I just lie down and close my eyes and just relax, fall asleep.
Before the World Cup final.
Stone cold out of it.
So you're pushing Z's out the back?
I'm a big snorer too, mate. Don't worry about that. I'm woken by our fielding coach, an American. He comes in, Gilly, the umpires are going out, man. I wake up, run out there in a panic, grab my batting gloves, my bat, my helmet, and I look at the squash ball and I think, do I or don't I?
So?
I go with it, stuff it in there, walk out there, and bang, Haydos and I start having fun. Get to 90-odd, and then out of nowhere, almost like Yoda, the wise old Yoda, there's Bob.
On your shoulder, Bobby.
And I remember him going, prove to me you got the squash ball. I go, whack, hit it over the top,
100.
One bounce, 100 in the World Cup final. And everyone thinks, what are you doing? Carrying on like a pork chop. And I run down in front of the cameras, hand going like that, just pointing. Yes, Bobby, back in your lounge room in Perth, I've got it in there. So that's the story of the squash ball. It ended up a great day. We win a World Cup and, yeah, it became a bit legendary.